let's talk about it. It's like weird, for real. It's like it could be so many puzzles to this that really happened to Nipsey Hussle. I'm not going to try to be like everybody else and jump to the conspiracy theory, but I do believe it's possible. I'm not going to say that's exactly what's going on, because I really don't know what exactly is going on, because I do know that there are a lot of haters out there in the hood. And that happens to a lot of rappers, and now people finally begin to pay attention. And now, since we have the internet, it's spreading even more, you know, and a lot of people weren't expecting to get this much love, but Nipsey Hussle got a lot of love, you know what I'm saying, for people that didn't even know him, just because of the type of person he was. You know, it's rare that you see a rapper or somebody that's giving back to the community, that's doing positive things, you know what I'm saying, that's already leaving a mark, you know what I'm saying. That's very rare that you find that. So I think with his death, it made even more attention to the Dr. Sabian story, because now I see a lot of people want to watch it and share the videos of Dr. Sabian, you know what I'm saying, because of this situation. So it helped out in a lot of ways to try to expose that. So now I think a lot of people have been more turned on to the doctor right now, is because of that.
Why you think they killed him?
Why do they kill all holistic doctors?
Messing up the medical industry.
You short stopping their grind. Why do niggas get killed for hustling in front of a nigga spot? You short stopping the grind. And these niggas, they check is billions. You got niggas that get flipped for a couple $100,000. So you playing with some pharmaceutical money, you know. And what's crazy, I'm working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York.
Right.
Because he put in the newspaper he cured AIDS.
Yeah. Did he
beat the case, and he went to federal court the next day and beat that case on record.
Yep.
And nobody talk about it.
And I would advise my viewers who might be questioning your authenticity that you won that case. Now, so the charge was practicing medicine without a license and claiming that you had a remedy to cure AIDS, cancer, and diabetes.
My mother knew they were coming. When I told my mama that I had cured my 13 AIDS patient, she said, "They gonna get you. They gonna get you."
So let me stop you there. You said I cured my 13 AIDS patients.
Yeah.
So you had 13 patients who had AIDS, and then you say you cured them.
Sure.
Keep talking.
So my mother said, "They're gonna get you." I said, "But Mom, why are they gonna get me?" Because you must remember that you live in a society that support a certain philosophy and a certain system. You being the color that you are, black, and then you going against the grain, they're gonna get you.
Everything that's happening with them, like, for one, his killer got found very, very quickly. And not saying that this is not possible, but it's a lot of rappers out here, said Biggie and Tupac, and their murders have never been solved. They're still working on. So now all of a sudden this one is just solved. I mean, it's possible, but at the same time, it's questionable too. So some people would consider me a conspiracy theorist because I don't believe anything that the government says. I believe pretty much everything they're working against us. People sort of say conspiracy theorists, but to me, it's just common sense.
I mean, it should throw a red flag automatically when you see the guy run back to the scene like 2 or 3 times. Like, why would he return back to the scene unless somebody was paying him to get the job done? It's kind of like saying, hey, you might got to make sure you're dead, because if you don't, you're not going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Because most Negroes, they're going to shoot you in broad daylight like that. They going to do what they got to do, dump up on you, and then they just going to get up out of there. They're not going to stick around and go jump back and come back over there and run back. Nah, come on, man. Something super fishy and funny about that. Then, on top of that, they get a lawyer that's well known, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can he afford that lawyer? Think about that.
Counsel join? Yes. Then I will, as requested, calendar the matter back in this courtroom on May 10th. You won't have a hearing on that day, but you'll have a right to have it within 30 calendar days of that day.
Make sure he's gone. Then you go to the insane house. We're going to try to see if we can get you off with insanity. That's what it sounds like to me. So there's definitely something fishy about that. So I mean, come on, it's so obvious. Ain't too many brothers gonna think about, oh, after I'm gonna shoot this guy, I'm finna go to an insane place. And they get a black lawyer. It's kind of like you're being sarcastic, you're being funny. We're gonna let these Negroes battle it out between each other. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And the guy happens to be a Crip. It's another funny thing about it. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like Post Malone was saying about the government making everything look like a soap opera. You know what I'm saying? Look like a TV show.
Biggest lie in the world? Biggest lie? Yeah, it would have to be the fucking U.S. government, actually.
Oh, give me it.
No, I'm serious.
I didn't say it before.
The biggest lie is the U.S. government. It's not what it used to be. It used to be so sick and about the people and about freedom and all that shit, but now it's just bullshit. Now it's a fucking reality show, and I think there's gonna be a lot of weird shit that happens within our lifetime and within our generation that really changes the way of the world. So move somewhere, because whenever martial law is declared, you have whenever the credit cards fail, whenever your cards fail, whenever your banks fail and you can't use your fucking card anymore, you have 3 days to get out of where you are, because that's when they're coming for you. That's the big move. That's checkmate right there. And they think they have you. But move out to the country, get your scraps, stand up for yourself, build a tower, build a long road to where you can see them coming. Don't give up. America.
Knowing what the people that are put in government power allowed to happen to my people, the history they allowed to be stole, I would have to be a fool. That's just like me going to eat dinner with somebody that I know raped and killed my grandmother or my ancestors. I know what these governments set in place. People say, oh, it's not the government. Most people in power making charges are white people. Now you can't tell me that I'm wrong. Judges, Congress people in the doctors, the lawyers, most people, the senators, the people that are in power are white people here in America. Ain't nobody can't tell me that I'm wrong. So the reason why these white people are in charge, like they've been in charge for the last 400 years, is because it was orchestrated this way.
If any black people out there that's sitting around believing that this is a black on black crime, y'all niggas are delusional. Y'all niggas are just on that coon shit. And when I say that y'all on that coon shit, I mean y'all just the typical Negroes that'll believe anything society tells you.
Gonna be documentary? You're doing a documentary, is that true?
Yeah, I'm working on one. We doing a collection of info on Dr. Sebi.
Yeah.
You know, we just left his space today to get some more products.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Again, like when I seen your doc on Haiti, it made me think, why people don't know about, why it gotta be somebody's agenda for us to not know about this story.
Yeah.
So when I found out about Sebi, and it's about his case that he beat in 1985.
Yeah, that AIDS case.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Why isn't that like the no disrespect, like Rosa Parks? We all know about Rosa Parks didn't get up from her seat. That's an honorable example of, you know, somebody from our history.
Yes, indeed.
Sebi going to court and proving that he cured AIDS.
Absolutely.
Come on, why we don't know about that?
Absolutely.
And you know,
and he just died mysteriously down there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you know how they play.
Oh yeah.
You know, niggas was tweeting me, Hustle, be careful, man. Your plane gonna go down. I say, you niggas better ride for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. So we have the right to question the narrative that he was just senselessly murdered by a black man when we're in America because of the advancements that he was making, because of his good deeds. We have every right as black people to be skeptical whenever they present to us somebody doing that much work has just simply been murdered. And to hear black people say, come on, just a gang member, oh, Nipsey is so big. Okay, he was doing a documentary. It's not just a documentary. It's his connection with African communities and nations alongside with America to wake us up, because he would have popularized us connecting back to Africa. He was popularizing us becoming entrepreneurs. He was popularizing us becoming landlords again in our community. He was popularizing putting money back into your community. He was popularizing holistic health and wellness. He was popularizing keeping it real officially. He was popularizing unity in our community. He was popularizing, you know what? Don't just complain about the police. Sit down and build with them until we get reform. So he wasn't just on one front, people. Don't just try to undermine Dr. Sabi. Don't just put Nipsey Hussle's name and put Sabi there and call it a done deal. Like that's the only thing that the brother had going on. It is the combination of all those different things that makes him so significant. And his disposition as a so-called gang leader or gang member makes it even more prominent a fact that chances are somebody had their hands in this.
Now, what they should have done is after the funeral, they should have drove the motherfucker and put him in the ground before he starts stinking up the place.
Wow. You hear this fucking
God,
shit?
niggers stink when they're alive. I can only imagine what they smell like when they're dead.
Wow. Disrespectful.
Worse anything, they'll turn on them like dogs. Well, then they can whip out the M16s and shoot them down like dogs.
The most corrupt alphabet agency that represents police departments throughout America. We even have historical evidence of police departments murdering people in our communities and putting it off on other gangs or rival gangs so they can turn on each other. This actually takes place in history in America. It took place in Chicago, it took place in LA, it took place in New York, and I'm sure it took place in other places, but those are places that's documented. But we like to pretend like these things don't exist because suddenly Negroes is patriotic. Don't you dare say nothing about my government. Whatever they saying is absolutely true. You Negroes make me sick. But let's keep going. This is also a brother who's putting out what? A documentary on Dr. Sabi, who is going against major pharmaceutical companies. And what did I tell you? Rite Aid is R-I-T-E, which means ritual. The drugstore called Rite Aid, spelled R-I-T-E, should be spelled R-I-G-H-T, but it's spelled R-I-T-E as in ritual. And pharmacy is a Greek word, pharmakeia, which means what? Sorcery, witchcraft. In fact, if you go in your Bible, anywhere you see the word sorcery or witchcraft, it's the word pharmacy.
When they built up Black Wall Street, they tore it down. Anything that a black person tried to do, they tore it down. So whenever a black person like Nipsey Hussle, like Dr. King, like Malcolm X, it doesn't matter if you a thug, it don't matter if you a preacher, if you a Muslim, it don't matter. It don't matter. What they worried about is you uniting your people, because they know if we keep them separated, we can keep them down. They know their strength in numbers. They know that. And what was Nipsey Hussle trying to do? Bring people together. He was trying to stop black people from killing each other. What was Dr. King them trying to do? They was trying to make a difference for black people. Anytime a black person is trying to make a difference, they end up getting got one way or another.
You know, and it can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get got at any time. You know what I'm saying? But you want to slim the chances of that, especially if you live in that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, around that environment. You know, you have to stay on your toes, you know what I'm saying? Because people nowadays, they crooked, you know, and it's just a dirty world, you know what I'm saying? So y'all pray for Nipsey Hussle and his family, you know what I'm saying? We about to sign off, you know what I mean? Your boy Swang and Honey Brown. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, hit that notification button so you don't miss nothing. And we check y'all the next time. Peace out.